So this time we are on Amazonia. One of my favorite maps to play with Night Elf. Not necessarily one of my favorite maps in general. I prefer Last Refuge, Twisted Meadows maps with a different tile set, I mean with a different color. This is a pretty much dark map, dark green. Not really a fan of that. I prefer Twisted Meadows, Last Refuge, those kind of colors. So if we are talking about the outlook of the map, I prefer those maps. I like Conceal the Hill as well. This is kind of reminds me of Tyrannus Stand, so I'm not a big fan of those, but for the strategy that I'm going to be using most of the time, this map is just perfect. So Night Elf Mirror here, I'm scouting, is Ancient of War creeping.
Your building is complete.
Not sure what to do about that, because normally here you can see that I play human sometimes, because I wanted to go for pulling the creeps. With human you can just attack the creeps, then you attack the Ancient of War and you trigger the creeps to attack the Ancient of War, and you can do a lot of damage, and a lot of times you can even force them to cancel the Ancient of War. But this time I'm playing Night Elf, so no cancel, but I saved the Wisp and I did a good scout, so now I know what to do. I'm going to be pressuring him here to see if I can get an archer, because most likely it's going to creep with the archer. Let's remove the Fog of War, let's see what he's doing. And he's going for the Keeper as well, so that surprises me. I was expecting a Demon Hunter when I saw this opener. But yeah, some Night Elves like to open with the Ancient of War creep and still go for the Keeper. I don't do that. When I play Keeper, I just go for the early Hunter's Hole and the double Ancient of War, because I want to have my Huntresses out as soon as possible. I don't want to have a single archer on the field. So he already took a lot of damage on that archer. Took a lot of damage on the tree. He should definitely repair it. But I'm not aware of that. I have no idea that he took all of that damage, otherwise I could try to go for the tree. But I see the archer is low HP, so I go for the archer. That's an easy kill. He tries to deny it, but he can't. And first experience for me. Now I'm going for the Wisps. Gonna get one here. It detonates, so no experience. And I have another Entangle. I think the Detonate also got my mana. So only one Entangle left.
Your building is complete.
Don't get the experience again because he goes for the Detonate, but he lost 2 Wisps, 1 Archer, so pretty good early game for me. He's still level 1 because I delayed his creeping, but it's going to be level 2 soonish. And first Huntress about to finish for me. He gets his level 2 here, gets a Cloak of Shadows, and he's got lots of haste. Still no item for me, obviously, because I didn't creep a single camp. I'm gonna get another Wisp. Okay, another Detonate, but his wood shouldn't be too high. So you can see I have more wood than he does. Because I got 3 Wisps, and because he used some of them to repair the Ancient of War, I guess. You see, they are even misrallied here, mispositioned, so he's not really mining too much lumber. My wood income is so much better here. So I can produce as many things as I want. But of course, getting those Wisps is not game deciding. because he's staying tier 1, okay, so because he's staying tier 1 it doesn't need too much wood. But it's still a good distraction. It's still, you force him to use his gold to remake the wisps, so if he loses 3 wisps, basically you force him to use 210 gold to remake the 3 wisps, so I think it's worth it. Plus I'm going to get level 2 here, nonetheless, and get the gloves as well. Oh, he's being aggressive, I didn't expect that, so I'm going to lose this Huntress, there's nothing I can do, there's no wisp for the detonate, and she's too low HP, so lose the Huntresses, lose one of them, which is unfortunate. And puts him kind of close to level 3. But he's not going to get another Huntress here. He doesn't have more entangles and she was full HP, so Huntress is saved. He's going mass archers? What? So he's going mass archers against mass huntresses, but like to go full on archers versus huntresses, you need to have like 10 archers versus 6 huntresses, and then it could work, but
I stand ready.
5 archers versus 5 huntresses are going to get slaughtered. I'm just going to snipe those archers one by one, and it's not gonna have any chance. Of course he's gonna have treants, they're going to help, but not too much. So first archer is down, first huntress also down, but look at those. You just can't keep them alive, and one by one they will all fall. Entangle is on point here, gonna grant me 2 more kills. He lost all of his archers. I didn't lose, I lost 1 huntress. So as expected, I win the fight easily. So I have no idea what he was trying to do there. Huge mistake, he didn't get anything, he's still level 2, I got level 3.5 just from this fight. Now all I have to do is get more huntresses, full mana, I got double clarity, so I'm fine. And maybe 1 glaive. But I decided to go full on huntresses because I see he's going archers, so I don't really need the glaive. I only need it for siege, to siege his base, but oh, and he's going the panic, the tier 2 panic move. So I don't understand this. He's going tier 2 when he knows I'm going to counter push him. Instead of making glaives, which should have been his reaction, and 1 more Ancient of War, like the desperate move would be that one, because the game is already over, but he goes tier 2. He's never gonna have the time to go tier 2. So it doesn't really matter, because like I said, he lost the game by taking that fight against the huntresses, but still, this is another mistake, going for those 2 Ancient of Lores. Yeah, he's gonna be able to get Dryads, but I have 3 protectors here, and he doesn't have glaives. He doesn't have anything to counter those protectors. And 2 Dryads versus like 6 huntresses don't do anything, so I use my wisp to detonate the treants. Now he's got the priestess. My first glaive is out, so now what I have to do is to go full on glaives. That's the counter to what he's doing. So I'm sure I'm going to produce them in a moment. I go for the surround on the priestess, so well done. Another entangle is gonna grant me the kill here. Level 4 versus level 3. He's got the moonwells, so a little bit of mana. I want to see more glaives. There we go. He's calling more trains, but I mean, he's got nothing. He's going for Dispel. Why would you research the Dispel right now? You need unit. Forcing the TP. And like I said before, those late lowers won't do anything. They're just food for my Hans and my glaive. I even have one more entangle, but he leaves and he taps out before I can use it. So GG. Easy game.